there for the last 6 months or so, and that's been going great. And the proof is in the pudding here, as you see. When we were starting off, maybe we were having 1 or 2 parents helping out, but now we're up at the stage where we've kind of 5, 6, 7. Come start to Liam.
Okay, I've gathered the coaches together here now just to give a sort of an idea of all walks of life.
I'm a doctor trained, so I'm working in health policy at the moment, but I think most of us sort of would have sort of had an interest in the language. So there's a lot of teachers or people who would have been to the Gael. There are lots of people from the Gael as well, so, but it's people who've gone to Gael school and Gael Oga as well, which is interesting enough.
I think the vast majority of the Dublin clubs welcome what's happening because they see it as a promotion of the Irish language, and we consistently get managers and players coming up to us after games and saying a few words in Irish and saying, look, this is brilliant and fair play, Dave Tasha. So, I mean, I think they welcome it, and it is to be welcome.
Absolutely, less of that. I had somebody accusing me recently, Ciara, of speaking Polish. Well, not accusing me, so asking me if I speak Polish on the side. I won't never mention the club. Very close to your own heart, your old club. Ciara, I know you're a school teacher and you teach in Schullachan, but you're also coaching here. In Dublin, there is a huge catchment for the Irish language.
There is, yeah. We picked Lucan itself because we've got 2 Gael schools very close by.
Geographically low, though, you've got the disadvantage of that, or have you?
Round Tower at Clondalkin, it's Clondalkin. The Gaeil Oga is, we're trying to establish that base now, and listen, we have something really special out here.
And is that next? Is it may Clobuggy, may bin an Rachid with Ella Hornet?
Yeah, Shinnud Tasla and Filor from the Ding. Iglurga, Filor, that's Argid and Spartan.
Okay, so they're looking for funding, they're looking for new members, and they're looking for anyone. Well, there you have it. They're looking for everyone to join, everyone and anyone. And what I loved about what I love about the Gaeil Oga is they look on the Pelna that's coming up, this big competition. One fella said to me, couldn't care less about the championship. That's national.
This is local.
Pelna Gaeltachta is national. You've got Guidoir, Kiri, Connemara, Rockaran. You've got Balavornia, Cooley. You've got them all come together. Every accent, every dialect. And I have to say, apart from everything, it is usually a mad weekend, and nobody ever comes home when they should come home.
Well, we actually heard about it last year because there was a club from Donegal driving home in a bus, and they saw a poor man out trying to gather turf in a field, and there were dark clouds gathering, and they stopped the bus and all the players got out and helped him gather his turf, and we had the secretary of the club on, and they were coming home from that.
From that, probably after winning and all, because Donegal teams like they always do so well as well. Yeah. That's another thing. The Gael competition, the lovely girls competition, as you mentioned it earlier. Now you were only joking, but it is a very serious competition, and I've been explaining myself for the last how many years that it was a big thing to get at the time, and people look at me and said, oh, for God's sake. Then they just think of course, Father Ted's competition. But Jill McMahon was chosen as Gaeil Oga, and she's from County Clare. So listen to her now. She explains the whole selection process.
I just went up and it was myself basically. So it was Andy O'Phelan was our interviewer on the night, and it was very simple questions, I must say. I was really gearing myself up for something more challenging, but where are you from? Why are you here now?
Very simple.
Very simple. And then there was more risque things like, what do you think of Tinder? Have you ever tried that out before? That kind of thing.
Was kind of, but you do realise down there now, or up there, because you're going up to
Ard Raha. Yeah. It's
a good bit away.
Yeah.
When you go up there, it's going to be tough.
It is going to be tough, yes.
Are you ready for this?
I hope so.
Thank you so much. Okay, Harry, is it true that you came all the way from London for the Gaeil Oga match today?
I did, yeah. I came back Friday night on the plane for Stansted, so it's championship today, so I made sure I'd be here.
Is that a common thing that you do? Do you do that regularly?
I'm only actually been over in London the last couple of weeks, but one of the stipulations was that if I was going to go over, I'd come back for the matches. So
I won't even ask who covers expenses. Okay, and these two men here, you can introduce me to them.
Yeah, you have Dan here from doing the Knoll, and you've got Frankie from Kirkadimna.
Okay.
To drive home to Kerry to go play football stuff take about 5 hours. Yeah. So the hamstrings wouldn't be in great shape after that journey.
Okay, agus tusan train ali chama.
Smission train ali. The chud faki.
In Imreen to freshen.
Imreen, yeah.
Imreen.
Yeah, Imrachud. So.
Okay. Agus which I fear is it true? This gentleman here from Cloghanil. Can you tell me
Daniel.
Daniel. Which I fear is it true that great love stories have started in the Gaeil Oga and broken hearts in the Gaeil Oga?
Well, jeez, I haven't heard anything about it. It's all new to me.
Now, we have a lot of questions, including a tweet I've just seen coming up here on the screen from Coleman Hanley asking, how easy is it to join the club?
Oh, it's so easy, John. You just, don't let the Gael get... They don't... one thing about them, which I have a terrible tendency, they don't correct each other. If you say the word in English, but they'll give it to you in Irish, but they don't
That's why a lot of
correct you
people are
as such.
afraid to speak Irish,
well, I
because
know.
the grammar is all wrong, and we embarrass ourselves.
Well, yeah, but my husband admitted to me recently that's why he doesn't speak Irish, because I'll just end up correcting him. And he's probably right, and it's a terrible thing, but they don't do that.
Okay.
Anyone can join the Gaeil Oga, and the other thing about it is they are looking for members all the time. And I think what's great about it is it doesn't matter whether you're a mile from the club or 3 miles, because there is no actual
clubhouse at the moment.
Not yet, but there are plans. And do you know what? Honestly, in 5 years' time, I'll come back to you, and it'll be built and it'll be done, because they are determined.
All right, well, Blana, thank you very much indeed for going out and finding out a little bit more about this club, and we have more details about how you can join them and about the club on the Gaeil Oga up on our website rte.ie /countrywide.